Haley Beth, give me my sound check. Can you hear me, Haley Beth? How's it going, Gary? Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all send my man Chad Rev up if you would, please. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Haley Beth, the lady of the hour. Natasha, good to see you, sis. Danielle, good to see you. Good to see you. Haha, I told y'all I was going to dress up for Haley. Hanson laid it down. I had to wear a tie. Had to do it. Burgess, what's up, brother? Appreciate you getting her all hooked up, man. We're going to make this thing happen, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Chad Rev Art.
What's up, party people? How's it going? Y'all ready for the Gin Project show?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Haley Beth.
We got Haley Beth awesome. In the house. We got Burgess in the house. Folks are coming in. Hello, hello,
that's
everybody.
What's up.
I'm excited about
OG.
This one. Painting at Tiffany's. The OG just passed through. Natasha. That's some Natasha art right there.
Nightmare.
Right there. Nightmare, sis. Mwah, we love you. I wore my best for you today. You and Haley. Hope you're doing all right. Not too anxious.
For sure.
Thank you, baby. I know you got big days coming up, but thank you for stopping through. You know we love you.
Yes. What up, MK? DJ Willison in the house.
Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. All right, Haley.
Most
so
definitely.
I hope you didn't wear your night clothes, because you're going to wear your professional clothes. I had to put my tie on today. So, Mondo, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in, man.
I didn't dress up, but I went and got a haircut for her, so.
Yeah, you did. I did too, man. Look.
Beauty, look at that, Haley. We went and got haircuts for you.
Hey, I even made it down to one eyebrow for you, Haley.
Oh, man, my wife's going to be jealous.
Good to see you, Cat Art. How you doing? Moose, how you doing? Painting at Tiffany's. All the good people, all the good people. Look, we got lots of announcements to make. We're going to try to hit our 9:30 mark to bring Haley Beth up. The scroll's moving fast. Forgive me if I missed you.
Yeah, right. It is cruising here.
But
Susan Nicole Art, what up?
So
Great,
we got some
sunshine.
announcements to make. Chip, what's up, baby? How you doing? Chad.
Chip. Yo.
You got anything you need to say before I get rolling on announcements? Anything you want to break out with? Or
I do want to show something off if I can.
I thought so. Let's expand you, sir. Let's get the expanded version of the skin suit.
Okay. First off, there you go, Haley. I got the haircut for you.
We got it, Haley.
Looking all good for you.
Even shaved.
I got to cover up some addresses, but I want to show you guys something that I got in the mail.
Oh, I know who that's from.
Yeah, Y'all get your screenshot real quick so you can use that later because you're going to want to. There you go. After I show you what's in here, you're going to want to be using that right there. Okay, I'm just going to start. And she started with a postcard and wrote a very positive message to me, and I appreciate it greatly. If you're in here, Kira, we love you. Thank you so much. You're great. Rick, what's up, homie? So, yeah, here's a postcard she sent me. You can see it's a postcard. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to try to move through this fast because I know Gim's got a lot of stuff for y'all today.
Take your time. We talking about Kira Wilson art right here, baby.
This is true. This is true. I got another postcard in the package. Now, I will have to say, y'all, I was told that I'm supposed to share with my daughter. My daughter's meaner than I am, so I probably have to share with her. I did not let her pick yet because I wanted to bring all this out here. And I know once I put this in her hands, some of it's going to her room, and I will say it'll never be seen by me again, but it'll be seen because she'll hang it up. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? She's got an awesome business card. I want to show that off to y'all. Check that out. Obviously, it's her art. Kira, I really hope you're in here. If not, you guys, when you see Kira, tell her how much love we were giving her because we do. There's the back right there. What up, Flash? What up, Tiffany?
Flash.
Bob. Okay, and here is a couple. She gave me some. I think she called them, and I may be misquoting. I think she called these mini prints. But ta-da! Look at this, yo. Yeah, y'all can be jealous. Now, what you can do other than being jealous is you can hit up Kira and order your own, because I got mine signed by Kira. Yeah. Be jealous. It's okay. Here's one that's probably going to go to my kid because she was already eyeballing it in my office. Look at this, yo. Kira is a hero. That's right, Tiffany.
Absolutely.
Yes. Midwest is getting the green fox. Yes. My kid really loved that. Now, I got to show you the main course. Strawberry jelly. Okay, you guys ready for the main course? And I ain't going to lie, I picked this one out. Okay, this one is and again, I'm really blessed to have this. I'm gonna get it framed. It's signed. Are y'all ready? Can you handle this?
Probably not. Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Tell me that is not just say Chad Rev all over it. That needs to be in my office, and that's where it's gonna go. Next to some of you all's beautiful work that you sent me. I got more messages that I got more art coming in today, I heard. So, man, thank all of you guys who have been sending art in. Thank you, Kira. I was really happy I could pick up this piece from you. It's excellent. You guys make sure to go get a print from Kira. She's awesome. She's got art all over the world. She's extremely intelligent and extremely talented. If you're not familiar with Kira Wilson art, then please go do that for yourself. So yeah, that's my show and tell for today. I'll have more by Thursday.
Nice. Well, since we're doing the Kira thing, why don't I go ahead and show you the big one that I got? You showed the small ones.
Oh, here, let's get you. Let me get myself small again, bub.
Heard that.
Maybe.
I got you, homie.
Shrink
no worries.
myself.
I got you.
There we go.
We hit it at the same time.
Both did the same. Okay, am I gonna do it? Or you gonna do it? I ain't touching.
Check it out.
What up, BLT?
Kira Wilson.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
White Crow.
Gorgeous.
Yo, is that amazing or what?
It is.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
All right, y'all.
I like it a lot.
We got lots of announcements to get to today. Hopefully, we'll roll through them. It seemed to work pretty well. We do some announcements at the beginning of the show. Thank you, Lance. And that gives us the ability to drop it as content. So if you happen to get some content dropped and I got a tie on and you weren't looking for that professional look, my apologies.
It's professional. Remember what we said? Stay professional.
If y'all don't want that professional look, then we'll have to do you another one. So we've got something happening tomorrow with our dear friend Tiffany, who is right now in Ohio. She flew from Washington State to Ohio. She is there to help take care of our good friend Nightmare. What's up, BLT? Good to see you, brother. And here's what's happening. Our brother, Bob Not So Ross, has painted a painting, 30 by 36 painting of Freddie Mercury in acrylics on a rolled canvas. And they're doing a waffle. And if you would like to get involved in the waffle, it is a low price of 10 donuts per entry. And the winner takes home the 30 by 36 Bob Ross painting of Freddie Mercury. So what you got to do is you got to go over to, where's that address painting? 30 by 36-ish. Gotcha. And you need to go to Tiffany's. Is that right? Are we going to Tiffany's page, who is in the chat right here? And we're going to let her know that you want to be involved. So Bob Not So Ross has painted a 30 by 36-ish rolled piece of canvas, so it'll need to be framed. And it's 10 donuts per spot, and the drawing is tomorrow night. It's going to be on Tiffany. She's going to do a live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and that's when they're going to draw out a winner. So the money, the donuts, all of the donuts that are gathered up for this particular thing are going to help Tiffany while she's on her trip. It's going to help with, all the expenses of plane trips and food and all the things you need to pay for when you're out of town. So we're hoping to help her out to knock some of that cost down. We know we got some people that have helped out and they wanted to stay anonymous, but I know who you are and I love you, brother. So if you could, please get up with Tiffany, our dear friend Tiffany. That's going to help more than one person. Nightmare has been going through cancer, which is a nightmare. She took the horrific chemo regimen that Chad had to go through twice. Chad had to go through it twice. And now she's going to have a mastectomy. So it's a big deal. It's an amazing thing for Tiffany to fly in and help her out. She's literally in a fight for her life, is Nightmare, and any help that you could give would be much appreciated. And to show the dedication that Tiffany has, she got her ass on a plane and flew over there. So
y'all been there.
Tiffany,
it's terrible,
I would not know Chad without Tiffany. I would not know our featured guest tonight, Haley, without Tiffany. So Tiffany is pretty high on our priorities list. I'd really appreciate it if you could go over there and show some support. All right. I hope I got that right, Tiff. I hope I got that right. The drawing is the 31st, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. She's going to fire up a live and do it on her show. We also got a brother out there that's been working a whole lot named Eric the Airbrush Artist. And we'd like you to give him, if he's in the chat, or leave and go check out his bio and turn on your notifications for Eric. You don't, he because of the way he works, he isn't always able to stay on an exact schedule. So if you turn your notifications on, you'll be able to catch when our brother's doing his thing, and it is worth watching. That is a piece of, now you got to forgive the subject matter. That's not his fault. Subject matter wasn't his fault, but the painting, that's Eric the Airbrush Artist created that right there.
You can only polish a turd so much, I mean,
hey man, there's only so much polish. Then we got our friend Lady Shines is out there on Sunday. She's doing a creative prompt deal. These are Mountain Standard Times, and that's at 5:35 in the evening is the Creative Prompt Sundays, which is poetry and amazingness going on over there. Then you got Meditation Mondays from 4:30 in the morning to 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time if you want to get your meditation on. And then we got Walk With Me Wednesday from 11 to 1, and she's getting some exercise, and you can hang out and visit with her during that time. All right, next up, we got our dear friend S.A. Artistries, who's been on vacation, and S.A. has restarted her pick and paint. I think that it's still every other week. I'm not sure, Chad. Is it going to be every week or every other week?
Sorry, I had myself muted and was typing in the chat. It's going to be every other week from my understanding.
Okay. And so that would be coming up this week again then? I
believe so.
So maybe potentially there's going to be a pick and paint for SA Saturdays this Friday, so look for that. Our buddy Ashman, he's got a new schedule. Ashman's been doing some work, and that is from 7 to 8 Mountain Standard Time in the evening on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. He's doing Ashman's Basic Art Show. Go check him out. He has incredible work. He's an amazing guy. He's a really good dude. I had somebody threaten to unalive themselves in one of my lives one time, and Ashman is one of the people that I reach out to. I see you, brother. And thank you, man. And he reaches back. So good man. Check him out. We just want to say OG Natasha Art, OG Natasha Art, because she's been with us the longest, and we just like to say her name. Eve's Artistry had a thing going on tonight. I was able to dip in and catch it real quick. She's probably doing it right now. But she has Triple Treat, she's got the Quad Squad, and she's got where she does it with Coat. So if you get a chance, go check out Eve's Artistry. That's some of her work right there. And we just talked about Kira Wilson, and she does a show on Monday nights from 6 to 9, and I believe that's Eastern time as well. And go watch her paint. She is absolutely incredible. I believe he's in the chat. Yes. Our buddy Firehawk came through last night when I was
What
working
up,
on
dude?
some guitars, and he's got a pretty cool thing going on. Now he's on the other side of the world over there in South Africa, but Firehawk has this thing. TikTok is doing something from the 5th to the 11th of August, and it is a tattoo contest. And the finality is going to be Saturday and Sunday, which is the 10th and 11th. And you got to go check it out. Firehawk is one of the baddest tattoo artists on the planet. He's going to be in that contest, going up against some big names. So check it out. And then on the 26th of December, he's got a red carpet event. So y'all make sure y'all give Firehawk a look. He's in the chat. Follow him. Turn on your notifications. Good man. Does great work too. So check him out. 9:15 on the dot, man. We're making it. All right. Another announcement that we've got to make is Hanson and Kiki are going to be doing a show soon on Wednesday nights at 1:30 in the morning. So if you were to lay down Wednesday evening and you got up at 1:30 in the middle of the night, that's the time I'm talking about. And they're going to be doing a show, and what you got to do is you got to write in, and I need to find the address here, but you got to write in to the email address, and they'll be able. You ask questions, whatever questions you have at all about any topic, including folks on TikTok, whatever, and they're going to answer it. But they need you to send in some questions. Go ahead.
I just said especially folks on TikTok.
Especially folks on TikTok. And I wrote this down, and I got to find it because I got 50,000 notes. And if one of them's in the chat, if they drop it for me, that'd be cool. But I can get that information to you. The address that you have to send it to. I do have it. I just have so many different things I've written down here. I don't know exactly where it's at. It's called With All Due Respect is the name of the show. Sorry. And it's With All Due Respect at gmail.com. And the only thing you got to do is leave the E off of do. So it's With All Due Respect at gmail.com, spelled WITHALLDURESPECT. So check that out. Send your questions to that so they can get started. As soon as they get enough questions, they're going to start rolling with that program. And that's our dude, Ambassador Hanson, and our baby boo, Kiki. So,
man.
We're fond of them.
It's going to be a
folks.
good show, y'all.
It's going to be
I'm
amazing.
about to drop. He came in the window the other night and was giving us a little preview. Y'all, get ready. Go check it out.
Yeah, my description's not really doing it justice, but what's going to happen is whatever questions you send in, they're going to fire the answers back live, whatever the questions might be.
Yeah.
So, at any rate,
they're going to be brutal.
Check that out.
It's going to be good.
That's our people. We love them. They're amazing. Now, we also got our buddy Matty Pace. He's doing a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern. And on Tuesday and Thursday, it's from 10 in the morning until 1. The dude puts out good vibes, good mojo. He's one hell of a nice guy. Chad Rev Art had him in the window. We got the opportunity to talk to him. Chad made me throw the clock away. So he just pretty much had as much time as he wanted. And check him out. He is worth checking out. The whole reason we're doing this first 30 minutes is we're trying to help build the community. We're trying to keep the word out there of what's going on. So nothing else. Go by, check out what Matty Pace has got going on, because he is one hell of a dude. Wafty Llama, we love you, brother. Hope you're out there somewhere doing all right.
Wafty Llama.
Let me see here. Did we make it to the end of our announcements? We got the pick and paint. Oh, SA Artistries also does Saturday afternoons with Gin, yours truly. We do flow states a lot of the times on Saturdays. So look for us on Saturday. And on Sunday in the morning early, SA Artistries does Weekend Woosaw. And I'm telling you, it is worth watching. She's gardening outside in her garden.
Yes.
She's giving life tips, gardening tips, making you laugh. The chat has usually got some really fun people in it, some amazing artists off this very platform. So we hope that you would stop in and check out our dear friend SA Artistries. Now, Chad, talk for a minute while I get something to drink.
I got a mouthful of cheeseburger again. so I'm gonna talk
I
around
know,
it.
man. I was messing with you.
And that wasn't.
All right.
My apologies. Everything just went chaotic at my house, and I'm eating dinner.
You know how it is, it, man. It might be a month before I mess with you, but I'm gonna catch you. Hey, y'all didn't know that he had to feed that skin suit, did you? He's got that ain't a hamburger he's eating, y'all.
Know.
It's some like reconstituted alien product.
It's people. It's Soylent Green. It's people.
So
but I'm
the
gonna
other
start
announcements that we have.
I'm going to be done before Haley's here.
Right on, right on. Well, that's all that's important, buddy. So the other thing we wanted to talk about, well, we want to talk about a few things since we got the announcements over, but we got to be quick with it. So this is a list, and this is just a few of them, but the long list is folks that want to be on the show, and then there's another long list of folks that want one of the guitars that we've started on. So let me just make this easier. Keep sending me your DMs if you would like to be on the show. But I do one show per month per week, and we're booked for most of the next couple months, and there's dozens of names. So the possibility exists that you might not get on this year or ever, or you might get on before then. Just kind of
being
depends.
Polite, y'all. If he booked everybody on the list, we would literally not have another new guest listed for like almost a year. I'm just being honest with y'all.
Right.
Dude's list is extremely long. He's being polite.
And it's getting longer. And the same thing is starting to happen with the guitar. So if you've seen us working on the guitars and you're interested in getting involved in that, go ahead and shoot me an email, or shoot me a DM. Don't send me an email. I don't even check emails anymore. Shoot me a DM, and I'll add you on here. But understand, there again, we're only going to do a handful of those a year. So I can tell you this much. If you ask to be on the list, and then every other day you ask me about it, you're not going to be on the list very long. So, because I've already got lined up. I spent the last 8 months lining up who we wanted to work with on these guitars. So I'm happy to add you to the list. I'm honored that you would want to do that. But just please understand that there is a line of folks ahead of you, because we didn't just announce it yesterday. We've been working on this for months.
Yeah. Can I give a PSA about that you won't give? Y'all listen. Excuse me. Here's just a quick note for everybody. Not trying to be an a-hole, just gonna like clear the air so you know what you're getting yourself into. This dude up here milled that lumber and hand does each one of these bodies, okay? He's not running through machines. So when you start hitting him up for one of these, you need to understand that you're not like signing up for like $100 like guitar body that you could go buy online right now, okay? Dude is literally, like, if you haven't watched him, hand tools, okay? I think he's crazy. I don't have the patience for it. But that's what he does, okay? These are all handmade. And I don't mean handmade with tools like this. I mean handmade, like he uses hand tools. So, before you just jump up and be like, hey, dude, I need in that. They take a lot of time. And the materials they're made from are not exactly like the stuff you go buy at Lowe's. So please keep that in mind, not only when you're trying to get in line to do art on them, because there is a small group of us that are doing those, and that's it. But if you're trying to buy one, whether it's a blank or a guitar or whatever, please remember, this dude makes sawdust one at a time with his hands. That's my piece.
Thanks, homie. I'm just going to add
man,
one
that's
little...
just hard to explain.
I'm going to add one little addendum to that. I do use, power tools. I do, like...
Sure.
I use the chainsaw to mill the logs, and I use a bandsaw to cut out the main part, and then I shape it by hand from there. Sometimes I might use a drill. I might use a router or whatever, but they are handmade. For the most part, they are,
yes.
Right. Whether it's using an electric tool or a hand tool, which all of them are used, they are made by hand. So they are one-off events. So please don't get your feelings hurt if I tell you that it's going to be a while, whether you want to buy one or whether you want to paint on one or burn on one or whatever. Because this has been a project in the works behind the scenes for months and months now. So
I'm selfish. So when I finish one, I got to have another one. So I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all get burned.
Right.
I do what I want.
I sent stuff to people last year starting this project, literally before the turn of the year. And that's been part of the process of figuring out who we wanted to work with and who might do a good job on which component. So the one Chad is making is going to be carved. So I'm going to send him a body that is literally just a chunk of wood. Something like that. And what I'm going to do is have the neck positions and the pickup positions already set up on them, so I could lay this on that chunk of wood, and whatever setup Chad decides he wants to use on his guitar, I'll make sure the neck position is right and the pickups and the bridge, and then he's going to carve it. So it's going to be a carved by Chad Rev Art, built by the Gen Project guitar. So there won't be many of them. And we're probably not going to just give it away.
You guys remember Wayne's World when we walked by that white guitar? That's what we're doing. Not that one, but it's going to be that cool. Y'all are going to want it that much.
So this is one that's almost finished with the shaping process. And as you can see, this one is going to be a old, like Fender style, like old school neck pocket, and the pickup pockets just need to be taken out. But for the most part, that's what you're going to end up with if you wanted a telly. And this one is going to go, well, that one's probably going to go to Bob Not So Ross, that specific one. And another one with a different type of pickup, but the same style of guitar, is going to go to SA Artistries, and she is going to paint one of her amazing scenes on it. Another one's going to Bob Not So Ross, and he's already got the neck and the pickups and all that stuff, and he's going to do his own. And another one is going to go to Hanson, and Hanson's doing an SG style, kind of SG style, and he is going to burn on it Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Mummy, like the old school versions of them. So that's going to be like an old school kind of metal guitar. So we got stuff coming from around different. We got wood burners, we got painters, we got carvers. So we put some collaborations together. It should be really cool. But just understand, this ain't something we just thought up yesterday and we need a bunch of people to paint stuff for us. We've been doing this for months. And if you want to be involved, it's going to be a while before we'd love to, but it's going to be a while before we get to you.
Yeah. And also, we're cooking, it's going to be a long time before we start it, but we're also cooking a collab with me and Gen on a guitar and SA. So the three of us all in on one instrument. Y'all aren't ready for that. I'm not even ready for that.
Right. So, that's most of the announcements and most of what we have going on. I didn't get to everything. I didn't even get to talk about my pals at Theory of Radio. So I'm just going to show you my pals at Theory of Radio. That's Italo right there. And that is
sexy.
And you're going to see me pop up here in a minute, maybe. Let's see here. We'll give him a second. Oh, there you go. The Gen Project. So if you will go download the Theory of Radio app, you can find on Wednesday mornings and Wednesday evenings a edited, shortened down version of the interviews that we do. You can also find these interviews over on the YTubes in their entirety. So after we get done with this interview today, we'll download it sometime tonight if the storms will stop, and load it over on the YTubes, and you'll be able to check it out. What's going on, Courtney? All right, we got our eyes open for Kiki in case she's able to pop in here. She's at work tonight, but this all originated as her idea. Thank you, Can Do. So what we're about to do here shortly is we're going to go ahead and bring up our two guests, Haley Beth, and we're going to bring up Danielle, and we're going to ask them to just remain muted for just a minute or two while we do a couple introductions here. So Haley Beth is a diamond dot artist, and she is a dear friend of probably just about everybody in this room. Southern Gothic's too here. Perfect. Send her up. Send Southern Gothic up too right now.
Got you.
So Haley Beth has a show on Fridays at 6 o'clock. And what we are doing is we're using tonight to kind of organize and help put things together. Okay, gotcha, Southern Gothic. No worries, Kiki.
That makes sense to why I couldn't find the button.
Heard that. Kiki is this idea of having co-hosts, a list of co-hosts that rotate, originated with Kiki. And then some other folks just we kicked ideas around, and then here's what we've come up with. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the list that we want to put together of people who are volunteering to be co-hosts on the program each week. We also want to talk about the contest that Haley has going on for logo, Haley Dot, and that is going to be what she uses as the screen behind her, as well as the logo for her business. And we need the third thing that's going on, big thing, is that stuff has to be organized. It is going to be sent to an email address that we have for you. And once it gets to that email address, and we'll be saying this again, but once it gets to that email address, it's gonna Burgess, the painting DJ, is gonna hide the names and get Haley to pick just from looking at them. She's gonna pick whichever one she likes the most, and that's going to be the one she uses for a backdrop and she uses for her business. And whoever is selected, Flash Gordon is in the chat, and Art for Autism has thrown down, I believe it's $75 gift card that might help offset some of your time and expense and all of doing it. The rest of them that are made, whatever you make, if you're a painter, burner, whatever, if you choose to do it, take the best picture of it you can, just the best quality picture that you can, and we're going to send it to that email address. And the ones that are of the images that are good enough, once whoever's able to help her set up her merch account, those will be able to be dropped in there. And then Haley Beth, the artist, when she gets her business up and running, will already have a merch account going where you can get t-shirts and cups and all that kind of thing. So that's kind of the basic outline of what we're going to kind of go over today. And while we're doing that, we're going to get to interview our favorite person on this entire damn platform, which is Haley Beth.
100.
So, Haley Beth, can you give me a mic check right now? Can I hear your voice?
Hello, Genster.
How are you doing, Haley? I can hear you good too.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can. I can hear you very well.
Yes, ma'am.
Give me a purple heart if you guys can hear.
Light it up, y'all.
That.
Light it
up. So, Danielle, can we hear you?
Hi, guys.
I would just like to take a moment here to thank Danielle. Danielle volunteered when she heard the idea to be the very first, or several people volunteered. Danielle was chosen. She was selected by Haley to be the very first co-host of the new rendition of the Haley Dot Show. Burgess and Chandel helped her get a show going, and they helped to get a time and help figure out how to do all of that. And now what we're going to do is try to get a team in place that'll help sustain it long term, so that there's always somebody there to give her a hand and make sure she's got a quality show. And I'm just going to go ahead and say the quiet part out loud. If we can get amazing artists to help her out and be on her show every week, then she might end up with one of the best shows on the platform, probably the best show on the platform. So this is our opportunity to prove that we are actually a community and we actually do give a shit about the things we say we give a shit about. Now's your chance. So,
and Danielle, go Bills. Can't see Danielle without saying go Bills. So there it is. I got it out of my system. Go Bills.
And Danielle is going to be the featured guest on the 13th of August. She was kind enough to come on today and help us out because there's so many moving parts. But Danielle is going to be the featured guest. So when y'all see her roaming around or doing her painting on TikTok and all that stuff, remember, you'll be able to get her interview here in a couple weeks. And we also have coming up some people I think you're really going to like on the 6th of August, which is Can Do and Moose. We're going to have them on together. They've been doing some cool stuff. So we're going to get to talk to them too. So, and to finish out the month on the 27th, we're going to have the Ladies of Sister Chat. Not a bad lineup. Next month, we already have Severed Art dialed in for the 10th. So Severed Art will be coming on the Gin Project on the 10th of September. Angel Tony will be on the 17th, and they're going to talk about their event they have going on in Chicago in October. So there you go. Now you're all up to speed, Haley. And the reason I do that is because Haley's usually the one that does all that. Haley knows more. Yeah. She knows more about what I'm doing than she does. Okay, Haley.
I'm the promoter.
We're going to bring in the big box. Haley Beth, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
gosh,
welcome to the show.
Can we get some of them purple hearts in the chat down there? You look nice, Haley. You look nice.
My sister's in the room. Y'all show some respect.
So, Haley, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you being willing to come on the show. It's very, very brave of you. I know that some people get anxious about coming on, so I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me again. Even though it was last minute.
You're right. You're right. We snuck up on you, didn't we? I'm thinking that might be the best way to do it. Just sneak up on you. You got a show tomorrow. So I think that the show that you and Burgess and Shandell and others have put together is really cool. And to my understanding, it's going to be every Friday night at 6 o'clock. Is that correct?
6 p.m., yep.
All right. Well, tell us, before we get into your show, tell us just a little bit about yourself, Haley. Give us just a little bit.
My name is Haley Beth. I'm from Florida, and I'm a diamond artist. I've been doing diamond art for 4 years.
4 years.
And now I have in the process of making my own business called Haley.Diamond Art.
Nice.
I love the name.
I know that Can Do. I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet, Haley, but oh wow, look at that. I know that Can Do. That's awesome, Rodeo. Thank you, Rodeo. I know that I got a message today from Can Do that she's willing to help on some things too that I think are going to be useful to you. So you got some people lining up behind you, Haley. They like your ideas. They think it's a good idea, and they think what Kiki and you came up with, figuring all this out, is amazing. So you started out on TikTok. Why did you get on TikTok?
To make friends from around the world and the states
and has that worked? Did you end up you came on because you wanted to make friends around the world and in the United States? Have you made any friends?
Yes, I have a whole bunch.
That's awesome. So do you how do I word it? Do you feel like those friends have impacted your life in a positive way?
Yes.
Or a negative way?
Positive.
Good. So you set out on a mission. You wanted to go make some friends, and thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. You wanted to make some friends from around the world, and you wanted to make some friends in the United States, and you did that. You now have a whole bunch of friends around the world and in the United States. And you said you think that that's a good experience. So what are some of the experiences? What is good about it? What is it that you like?
Uh, I like talking to people and
Yes.
like
You like sharing ideas too, I think.
yeah.
There's a lot going on in the chat. People are excited to
Yes.
see you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chip. All kinds of people are dropping stuff on you, Haley. So just take a minute and say hi to all your friends in the chat.
Hey, what's up, guys? In the
They are raining on you, Haley. It's
Getting
amazing.
some of the coolest gifts, Haley.
Yeah, I've never seen some of this
Wow.
stuff before. It's
Man,
amazing.
y'all are awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Is it
Esme,
safe to
how's
say?
it going?
Is
Enigma,
it safe to
Lance.
say, since you have friends all over the world, that you're kind of a world-renowned Diamond Dot artist now?
yes.
I would think that's a safe bet. That's a safe statement.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
She
You're
also,
doing some hard work.
yes, she is.
Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
are amazing. Y'all are amazing.
You guys are
She
amazing.
also won 2 silver medals this week. And swimming, if I'm not mistaken. I believe one of them was in freestyle, and the other one was maybe in backstroke, I believe. And I think
think I
we're
heard
actually going to
something
get
about
to
that.
see the hardware. So she's also a 2-time Olympic silver medalist.
Look at that.
That's pretty amazing.
That's cool.
My understanding is that you don't like Minnie Mouse, you don't like Pooh,
I
and you
like
don't want to
Pooh.
hear anything about Disney.
I love Minnie Mouse, and I'm a big Disney fan.
Wait, you do like Disney then? You are
Yeah.
a Disney fan. Oh, okay. I must have misunderstood that. I mean, we just met yesterday, so I wasn't sure. We just met yesterday, so. So Haley, you in this Diamond Dart, what kind of things did you start with when you first started doing Diamond Dart?
When I
What kind of
first
things were you doing?
started, I did stickers. I know, I've been collecting for 4 years.
Wow, look at that. That is
I
cool.
did all of these. And I have a whole bunch of finished.
That is
Diamond Dot.
amazing.
Yep, all of them I'm in the past 4 years.
So you just jumped in with both feet. You just started making big cool ones right out of the gate.
Yep.
That's quite the portfolio.
Well, are you allowed to tell us what you're currently working on?
I'm
Or
currently
is it a
working
secret?
on my first custom of
Y'all are amazing. Thank
some
you.
news.
Rick the Muse.
I'm
Wait.
currently working on my first custom ever.
That is fantastic. All right, well, we're going to talk about that because it sounds like that might be something you're going to be doing, huh? It's custom artwork.
Customs. I can do codes. If you guys
That is,
Hello Kitty.
that
My
is
daughter
cool.
loves
that, I
Hello
use
Kitty.
it almost.
That is
You know, I have to make a confession, Haley Beth. Nobody knows this, but I'm going to tell you first. I have a Hello Kitty backpack. It's true, and I use it all the time. Yeah,
facts.
no joke. Facts. It's the one from Deadpool movie. But I love me some Hello Kitty.
I just got a jeez.
You've got 2,500 gifts already, Haley.
Yep. Woo,
It is
woo.
raining gifts on you. This is awesome. This might be the
That's
coolest thing I've ever
stupendously
seen.
awesome. Flash Gordon, yes, Chad Poole.
But I always say, What do I always say when I give people my hearts? I say, thank you for my heart. I'm feeling the love.
Yep. And feeling the love.
Always feel the love from you, Haley Beth. Always.
Absolutely. So my understanding is that, you also are kind of into watching something called Big Brother.
Yes, that's my all-time favorite show. I've been watching it since I was 15 years old. My mom got me hooked on it.
Ah, and you're still watching it, huh? And what is that about? What kind of show is that?
Reality show, but a lot of drama.
But a lot of drama. I got you. All right. So Danielle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. And so right now I want to just kind of pause for a minute and let's talk about some of the things we're trying to get going, and then we'll talk more about Haley's life, and then we'll talk more about the project, and we'll talk more about Haley's life. Kind of do it that way, if that makes sense. Okay. The first thing that we're trying to do, Danielle, is get a list together, correct? Haley, yes. I'm going to put Danielle in the big box for just a second, okay? And then I'm going to switch you back.
Yep.
So, Danielle, if you could, I'll be glad to help, but could you kind of tell us the idea behind, Kiki's not going to be able to come up. Could you tell us the idea behind, like, what we're trying to do as far as getting people on a list to help her co-host the show? Since you're going to be the first co-host, you know what we're doing, and we don't.
So basically, we would like to have a list of artists that are scheduled to co-host with Haley. So Haley, one isn't alone, because that could get really hard to do a live host your own live like that by yourself.
Right.
But also make sure that we have a backup if that person isn't able to be in the live, or if something comes up, just make sure that we have someone always available for her when she does do it. So, and then basically just play a game. This week she is choosing Never Have I Ever. So we're going to be playing.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. So
dangerous
like
game on TikTok.
Yeah, it is. So if I understand correctly, what's going to happen is, like, during the week, the person, like you did, you contact Haley and say, hey, what are we doing this week? And then she gives the idea of, hey, this is what I'd like to do. And then you're going to help her bring that to fruition at 6 o'clock Friday Eastern time. The show will start, and y'all already have a format. You'll already know what you're going to be doing. And there's somebody behind you that if you were to get sick or something were to happen and you weren't going to be able to make it, you would contact the backup, and the backup would step in your place. You'd brief them on what's going on, and then they'd be able to help Haley go on with the show. That's why we wanted to have a pretty extensive list. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, exactly.
And I know that this was last minute for you as well, and I know it's nerve-wracking trying to put all this stuff together and come on camera and do all this stuff. So I really appreciate it, and it's amazing of you to do this. And I know we are way past your bedtime, so I'm so grateful to you for being here. I know you have a lot going on already, and it's really cool of you to do this, Danielle. It is so cool of you to do this. And to be the first to do it is just, my hat's off to you. Look, my freshly cut hat is off to you, because you're an amazing human being, Danielle. I wish people saw you, because you are absolutely incredible. You stepped into the void immediately, no questions asked. And you did the same thing for the Braxton Project, which We're going to have some stuff going on with that too. So I just wanted to make sure to take a second and tell you thank you. And I know you're going to tell me this ain't about you. This is about Haley. But we're building a community. We're building a team here, and you're one of the first people that stepped in. So my hat's off to you. Much respect. And you're going to have your own run at this here in a couple of weeks. So this will be a test run. So how do where do people, if they wanted to start this list, how are we going to do that? What do you think is the best way to get it all in one location?
We could either DM me or I could write a list down now if people want to comment.
Okay. So in the future, if they decide they're willing to jump on the list, then DM Danielle, and you're okay with being in charge of that list, huh? Okay. Now, explain, if you don't mind, Danielle, explain to us how it's going to work. Like, are me and you going to pick off the list who we want Haley to?
So I figured Haley would see the list and be able to. Kiki's looking to come out. She's on her backup.
Bring her right now.
Hold on, Kiki.
And we're going to interrupt. Well, Danielle and I already planned this. We talked earlier about her might come up. So
Kiki already.
Kiki, welcome. I know you only have just a couple minutes, but we were talking about your idea.
I literally have the worst signal ever, so if you lose me, I lose you. I'm sorry.
No worries. We just appreciate you stopping in, Kiki. Are you able to hear us?
I got 2 seconds, but anyway, it was just... this isn't gonna work. But anyway, Danielle got it covered. Love y'all.
Love you. Thank you, Kiki. We were going to give it a shot anyway. No worries.
Thank you, Kiki.
Kiki is at work. But Kiki had the thought of, hey, why don't she knows so many people. Why don't we just try to see if we can get a group of people willing to, help run a show? Because here's the thing. What a lot of people don't realize is it takes a whole group of people to do one of these shows. I know it doesn't seem like it, but that's what people never seem to grasp is there is a dozen or more people, more than a dozen now, almost 24 behind the scenes that actually make this show that only goes for a couple hours work every week. Between the moderators and the planning and the communicating and trying to get everybody on the same page, it's not easy to do. So thank you, Kiki, for coming up with this idea. And Danielle, we're going to go back to I was being a little facetious when I asked, if you and I were going to pick the names, because obviously you and I aren't going to pick the names. What's going to happen is that's why we want an extensive list, so that Haley can pick whoever she wants. But we don't want people to get their feelings hurt if they don't get picked, because there might be 20 people on the list, and she only does one show a week, and she's going to want to repeat some people. But not too often, because that ain't
going to be a long list.
Co-host, right? Say again?
I said she's going to end up with a long wait list.
Oh, yeah. She already has a long wait list, I would imagine. But the thing they need to do then is send a DM to you, Danielle, and say, I would like to be added to the comprehensive list of folks that would like to volunteer to co-host with Haley. And what comes with that is that week they need to contact Haley, find out what her idea is about the show that week, and then help her put that show on. And Haley's in charge. Haley picks who the person is that's going to be helping her, and then together they pick who the backup is going to be. Is that correct?
The backup, I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe we should do the next person should be the backup if.
Right on. That would make sense too. Right on. Or just another thought would be that if like this week, you and Haley picked the backup, and the backup wasn't available, then you go to the next person on the list until you find, somebody that is available. Whereas if it was going to be the next person the following week always, then that commits somebody to 2 weeks in a row, and that might be more difficult. So it might be easier if Haley and you just pick who you want your backup to be, like pick the cream of the crop, your favorite pick. And if they're available, they'll do it. If not, go to your second favorite pick. And I don't know, it just seems like that kind of might prevent. It seems like part of what we have to deal with is people are busy. It's a Friday night at 6:00, and doing 2 or 3 or 4 weeks in a row might be a problem. But people can jump in and do do a one-off thing. So just a thought. Does that cover, Danielle? Does that cover that portion of it, or did you have any thoughts or anything we wanted to add or talk about?
I think that covers it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll bring Haley Beth back up because I know that you hate being in the big box and you're uncomfortable being in the big box.
I don't.
But
I don't.
You look amazing in the big box, but I know that's not where you wanted to be. All right, Haley Beth, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Back to the Haley Beth show. All right. So, sounds to me like Danielle's going to be in charge of putting the list together, and then Haley, you will review that list. You'll have that list. Does that all seem like that'll work?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any ideas for what your future shows are going to be that you would like to share with us? Or you haven't decided yet?
I haven't decided, but I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet.
I got you. We don't want to tell you secrets. I know you were working on some ideas there. What you got, Chad?
I never know what my show is going to be about until it's happening. It's all right.
Sometimes we don't know what your show is about even after it happened.
This is very true.
30?
Very true.
30. It's gonna be Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was answering.
Hey, you're doing great. Yeah, that's why we're here. You're doing great. Yeah, so if there's anybody in the chat that would like to volunteer to be on the co-host list, please say yes. Just write yes in the chat, and Danielle's going to jot your name down. And the thing is, if you volunteer to do that, then understand that the rest of us on the list, because I volunteered, Chad volunteered, others have volunteered, we're going to hold those people accountable. Bob, whoa, man, we got a chat full of yeses. Moose is a yes. Cat Art's a yes.
Cat, Moose.
Courtney.
Cheetah.
Courtney.
Yeah,
that's Courtney.
Flash. I'm a yes. Danielle was a yes.
Oh, I'm a yes. I'm in.
Yeah. Chad don't have a choice.
You know I'll co-host for Haley Beth.
And Dirty's a yes. And that's just from this one show.
Raven, I hope your daughter's all right.
Bob said he could have done it even if he wasn't on the list. Yes, absolutely, y'all. Amazing. So that's just that is a couple months worth to pick from. And I know that there were some others that volunteered. And Danielle, I'm sure, will mention this occasionally when she's doing her lives. And I will too. And we'll jot them down and we'll always just send them to Danielle. So hopefully that list will keep growing and it will give Haley a variety of options to paint with as far as the kind of shows that she wants to do. Mm-hmm. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Y'all are amazing. All right, Haley. So we got to talk about a little other business stuff. We're going to talk about your logo here in just a minute, but let's talk about you a little bit. My understanding is that you can't stand Jelly Roll.
I love jelly.
And what is Jelly Roll? Is that a cartoon character?
No,
is that a Disney character?
He's a country singer.
Jelly Roll's a country singer. What'd you say, Chad?
I thought that was a dessert.
Me too. Isn't a Jelly Roll something you eat?
No,
So mighty.
they're just in the nose to that. Because when I was on Burgess's show, he knows that I love Jelly Roll.
He did a whole Jelly Roll thing, didn't he?
Yep.
And we got to thank Burgess too, because Burgess was brave enough to take the leap and start out and get this ball rolling and do it for a while. So
Yeah, it's a
go, yeah. Hey Haley, go ahead and talk to your people in the chat. This is your show. Talk to your people. That's no problem with that.
you know how I don't. Yeah.
You want to just do some shout outs to your folks?
Guys, if it wasn't for Burgess, I wouldn't be in this. Burgess the painting DJ wouldn't be in this place I am now.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Burgess. Thank you.
Thank you, Burgess. Thank you, Chandel.
Chandel.
Chandel. Yeah, Chandel.
If
Thank
it
you,
wasn't
Chandel.
for you, Burgess, when I did my first co-host with you, I was doing a practice run, and I want to thank you.
So, Danielle, it occurs to me that you're actually the second co-host. The first on this new evolution of the show, but Burgess will forever be the original G.
Yes. Burgess, you are my OG always.
Hell yeah. Woo, woo. So I noticed that there's lots of love for you, Haley. Why is it that you think people like you so much? Why do you think people like you?
People like me because I'm loving and I'm a good friend to every.
That's true. You were about to say because you're smart, and you are very smart. Because you're the one that. Yes, you're very sweet.
Sometimes I bring my superpower out, but I don't bring it.
What is your superpower?
If you see in my bio, it says CP is my cerebral palsy is my superpower. Special needs is my kryptonite. Because I don't use the word disability. I use superpower.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
Chad, I'm about to make
Yes.
you cry. Chad, I'm about to make you cry. I'm just going to warn you. I asked Haley for a quote. You know how I always get a quote sometimes it just comes from the conversation. Here's what she told me. Danielle, I'm about to make you cry too, because you were there. We cried. Me and you, I was trying not to cry at the time. My grown ass Haley had me about teared up.
My
will you want to tell us? Will you please tell us?
My choir teacher from high school gave me this quote, and it's, "When words fail, music speaks."
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Dude.
And I shortened, you guys go to this later, but I have a choir called When Music Speaks.
Wow. I absolutely love that quote, Haley, and I could not agree with you anymore. That's absolutely, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Absolutely.
I love that quote because my choir teacher from high school gave me that.
It is it is moving quote. It really is a moving quote, Haley.
Yes.
It is wonderful. You were saying what you just mentioned a minute ago is that When Music Speaks is a choir group that you have, right?
Yep, I have a choir. I've been doing it for 2 years now. I sing I'm a choir director, volunteer. And we sing, I put my phone on a speaker and we sing different songs.
That's
And
incredible.
Can I
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can
I
I
didn't
butt
mean to
in here
interrupt
for
you.
a second?
Say that again.
Yes, Chad.
Yeah, I just Gin asked you a minute ago why you thought people liked you, and I want to read a comment here in the chat that I believe is more than 100% true, and it's from someone named Betty, and she says she makes us all smile and feel loved. And if I was to
Yes,
say
I
something
agree.
about you right after talking about your awesome art, that's what I would say, because that is something that you carry with you wherever you go. If it's just a message or whether you're in somebody's live, Haley, I will tell you personally, you always make me smile and you always make me feel loved and cared about. So if you weren't already aware of that, that's what you do for people. Aside from your awesome artwork, you have this personality that makes people you bring joy to people's life. So I didn't want to interrupt you too much, but I saw Betty say that and it meant a lot to me because that's true.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say. I'll let you go back on now.
And I have mild cerebral palsy.
Yeah? That's a superpower.
Yeah, that's my superpower.
Yeah. Well, the first thing we think of when we think Haley Beth is we think Diamond Dot Art and just sheer joy that you bring to us. That's what we think about.
Yep.
Well, that's a perfect thing because I was going to hit y'all with this today. This ain't something we normally do, but we're doing things a little differently today. So Chad went first. I'm going to go ahead and say something too. Haley contacts me every day to ask me how I'm doing. Every single day. And she has for a long time. Now, sometimes I'm not able to answer her for hours because if I don't have my phone with me or I'm doing other stuff or I got a client or whatever. But regardless, when I get back with her, we always have an exchange every day with her checking on me, asking how I'm doing. She has been the OG with the GIN project all the way back with Tiffany. I met Haley the same time I met Tiffany.
Yeah.
And there is not a person on this platform that has ever made me feel more loved than Haley. Not the kind of love that people just talk about. Like, she sincerely follows up and checks on me and has for months. And I'm grateful to you
There's so
for
many
that,
people
Haley.
in the chat saying that.
There have been some bad days in my life, Haley, that I've had in the last 8 months or so, and you didn't know anything was going on, but you sent me a message and asked me how I was doing, and that might have been the one that got me through that day, to be honest with you. So thank you, Haley. Thank you for always being such a wonderful friend.
You're welcome.
Now the surprise is, Haley, we're going to bring folks up just a little bit, just a few, all right? But what I'd like you to do is just pick somebody out of the chat and ask them if they'd like to come up and say something about Haley. Not only are you going to give shout outs, you're going to be one of the people you're going to be one of the few people because you're a moderator that can bring people up into the GIN project. But today you're bringing them up to talk about you, Haley.
I don't know who I should pick. Guys,
It doesn't matter. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Just a name that rolls through there.
the one
And
that
We're gonna do more than one. We're gonna do more than one. So just pick one. Just whoever. They're all your friends. It's tough.
What I say every day is Flash, Flash, number one dash.
Send him up. It's Flash. Flash it is. Send him up, Haley.
If he's still in here.
Oh, he's sure in here. I bet he's in here. He better be in here. I'll kick his ass if he's not.
Flash, number one dash.
Come on up, Flash. Give us just a couple minutes. Give us just a couple minutes, Flash, and then we're gonna get somebody else real quick.
So Haley, it's when you come into the lives, it's just you tell your stories and you make me smile. It's like Ken said, you can be going through something in life, and you come into a live with you in there, and you bring such happiness and joy to so many people's lives, and you've got such a loving, caring, huge heart, and it's been a pleasure being your friend.
Thank you, Flash. Really. You know what I always say? I got this from the movie Zootopia. Whenever I see him on, I always say, Flash, Flash, number one dash.
You touch my heart in so many ways, Haley. You are amazing.
Yep.
Haley, you got any
up.
questions for Flash since you got him up here?
Uh-oh.
I'm just teasing, Haley. Thank you, Flash, man. Thanks for being brave and being the first one, because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do that part. So thanks for starting us off, man.
I was on the phone with Rodeo, and she's like, "Well, you better get off the phone with me."
Sorry to interrupt y'all, man.
No, Haley, you are so amazing, and you're an inspiration for other people and myself. You know, we all have so much going on, and it's so awesome to see your face.
Thank you, Flash.
And you look beautiful tonight. Great job.
Thank you.
Yes. Good job, Flash. Now get the hell out of here. Next.
Mic drop. Thank you, guys.
I'm teasing with you, man. Thank you, Flash. Thank you. Haley, pick another one.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, all of them want to go next. Haley, everybody in the chat wants to go next. Just pick whoever comes to mind. It's okay. No pressure. They all love you. What's up, zombie?
I don't.
If you're not comfortable doing it, that's okay too. No worries.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know? All right. How about raise your hand if you would like to come up and say a word about Haley.
Guys, give me a...
Go ahead, Chad.
Jay said he'd come up.
Right on. Send him up.
I'm on it.
On it. And next, if you want to, I'm gonna have the one that started it all next, if he doesn't mind or he's not busy.
Okay. Jay, that sounds good, Haley. We'll do that. Jay, thank you for coming up, man. It's good to see you, brother. I know you've been through a lot lately. Give us a couple minutes about Haley, or a minute, or 30 seconds, or whatever you got.
All right, Haley's one of the first ones who I met when I first came on TikTok. And she is constantly talking about my paintings and blah, blah, you know. And she always has that nothing gets her down, you know what I mean? And even when you don't want to smile, which I've had many days like that, I'll wake up and out of the blue, there'll be a message from her. And the first thing I do is just smile, because I'm like, why does she even care? And Haley, you're an awesome person. And you just don't realize how contagious your charm really is. And that's all I got to say.
Amazing.
You know the
Thank you,
one
We
I
love you.
said. You know I said the one that started it all. My
Jay,
show through my journey.
who you got?
You,
Talk to us, Haley.
you know who he's in the
Thank you,
chat.
Jay. You got to tell us who it is. We don't know who it is, Haley.
My brother from another.
I mean,
If you
I
don't
think you're talking about
mind,
Burgess, but I'm not sure. Sometimes you trick me.
Burgess, do you want to come up? Or you're busy?
Send him an invite. If he's busy, he'll decline it. It's
Burgess, you
okay.
know I said something.
Ha ha! There he is.
You know what I said? I said the one that started it all. You're like, yep, that's me. The one, you know.
Burgess, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for jumping up in here.
Yeah, you know the one that started it all, made this journey.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Burgess, for helping.
You're welcome. You're welcome. She spent a whole month at like 3 o'clock in the morning on lives learning how to announce with me. Yeah.
Yep.
You put so much work in. It's not even funny.
Yep.
It's amazing.
I'm so proud of you, girl, and I appreciate you guys. This is the next evolution, and Haley Dot, you're gonna be so famous, girl.
Yep. And I too, yeah, because you helped me from getting my logo content, my logo.
Yeah, we got a lot of entries in the logo contest. It's gonna be awesome, girl.
Well, now would be since we've got Burgess in the chat. If I'm not mistaken, we're sending it to the painting DJ
At Gmail. Yep,
at Gmail. And what we're doing is, Burgess, you want to tell them a little bit about that? Do you have a moment to tell them a little bit about that contest?
Yeah, sure. So Flash, he donated some with Art for Autism. They donated some gift cards to give to the winner, but you submit a logo for Haley Dot Diamond Art, and the winner gets a gift card, and Haley gets to pick the winner. So I'm going to make a video that has numbers, no names, and she's going to get to view them all. You guys are going to get to view them all, and then she gets to pick the winner.
Right on. That is amazing. That is amazing. So we're putting out a call for anyone that is willing. On the 16th of August is when the contest is going to be held. That's a Friday night, the 16th of August. So you have now until then to submit your artwork. And my understanding is, if it's not digital art, if it's a painting or a burning or whatever, then we just need them to take the best quality photograph that they can get of it and send that to the address. And and then what we're going to try to do, what we're going to try to add to that, the next evolution of that is, we'd like to get her set up with a merch account, and anybody that sends in their artwork, all of the ones that aren't selected, she can drop into her merch account, and they'll be available in t-shirts and mugs and all that kind of good stuff. And that will set up a passive income to help get her business started. So man,
we'll make sure that after the contest she has copies of every single one. So they're all for her.
So man, that's another cool thing about this community, right? You started this idea and it's growing, and then kind of add on to it, and and now hopefully it's going to grow into an entire, it'll be a portion of her enterprise. It'll be a portion of her business.
It becomes such an important part of her life. It helps her with her social skills. It gives her a safe place to be herself, and I think that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. And you've been working with her, Burgess, so I'm really glad we got a chance to talk with you, because her having a co-host has really allowed her to shine, right? It's really allowed her to sometimes just being there for somebody gives them the confidence to kind of do something on their own a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's not an easy lift, Burgess. And I want to tell you, since we can see each other, I did this for a living. I burned out.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking. I just couldn't do it anymore. I started having seizures and passing out and stuff. So I had to get out of that and do something different. That's why I do woodworking now, because years of dealing with such heartbreaking stuff got to me after a while. So I appreciate you, man. It takes a lot of strength to be able to lift something like that and to get something like that going. And I know it must have been in one part very fulfilling, and another part very heart-wrenching sometimes, because everybody isn't always necessarily kind to Haley. There's some assholes in the world. And another benefit of this idea is that we're kind of all going to rally around Haley. She gets to be the boss, and we just Hanson, for example, has volunteered. Ambassador Hanson is the official. What is he called, Haley?
You know how you're gonna laugh at this, Burgess. I picked him as monitoring my trolls. Sometimes I get trolls in my.
I'm going to switch you back to the big box, Haley, and we're still going to keep Burgess here. And Burgess, you're the founder of the feast, man. You're welcome to sit here as long as you would like to, brother. Feel free to jump down if you need to, but you hang on to a box.
Built some courage over there to be who she naturally is. Okay?
Yes. And you are right next to the person who has taken the baton from you, in Danielle. So that's an awesome. Maybe somebody could get some screenshots of that, because those two people right there, their name is going to be written down somewhere because of the business they helped start. I'm telling you. Just get your screenshots now, because Danielle and Burgess have launched a rocket ship. I'm telling you.
What do I always say sometimes? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. Hey, we liked your dress. What happened? There you go. All right, I was just making sure, because you threatened me. You told me you were going to change into your jammies, and I just wanted to make sure you hadn't changed into your jammies on me. Well, would you like to bring one more? Is there one more person you might want to bring up and have them say a word about you, Haley? And then we'll talk a little bit more about this last portion.
I had somebody named Zombie Wolf wanting to come up. I don't know if you know this person. Or who they are.
Her name's Lindsay.
There we go.
That's
Hello, Miss Haley. How are you?
Good, Lindsay.
So I have a definite amount of things to say about you, girl, because you are an absolutely amazing individual. Seriously. I need you to know that. I need you to know that when you help people and you touch people the way that you do, it changes the world. It really does. Because you are just the shining, bright person that just comes into people's lives and lets them know everything's going to be okay. And you don't even have to say anything, just your presence, your smile, how beautiful you are. Like, you bring light to the world. You do. And you were always so warm and welcoming. And every time that you instructed me, you never made me feel little or less. In fact, you did the complete opposite. And you do that with everybody that you talk to. So you need to know that you are special, you are beautiful, you're smart, and you are very accomplished. And I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Lindsay.
So I just needed to tell you that.
Everything Lindsay just said, I agree with 100%. Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna drop down, but I just.
Thank you, Lindsay.
It's the magic thumb.
Hey, send Bob up.
Bob, where are you, Bob? I'm looking for Bob.
I'm
What
not
about
so
Bob?
gross.
And Haley, I'll go ahead and get out of here so you can talk to somebody else. But I just want to let you know I'm proud of you.
Burgess, thank you, brother. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
you're the one that
You got my
started
number,
it
man.
all.
You ever need it, call me.
Bro, you
Burgess,
look.
yeah, dude.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for looking, right, Haley?
Yep.
Thanks for looking.
Hey, Burgess.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you, man.
Bye, bro.
So what's going on?
We brought you up to give your thoughts on Haley Beth.
I just like how she's like open-hearted and accepts everybody the way they are and just loves everybody just for being them or just for showing up. She's a good egg. You're a good egg, Haley.
The good egg. I love it. I love it.
She is a good egg.
Bob, appreciate you, man. Thank you, Bob.
No problem. I'll see you guys.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dude. All right, one more, Haley. Pick one more, then we're going to move on a little bit.
Who want to come?
Yep, all of them. What's up, Davina?
I don't.
You good?
Yeah, I do not. Oh, can do.
There you
Hi,
go.
Haley.
They can do.
I just want to say how much I love you. You're amazing. You knit us all together with how awesome you are.
Thank you.
That's a
I'm
perfect way
looking
to say
forward
that,
to
can
seeing
do.
everything come together for you. It's going to be great. Big hugs.
Big hugs. Hugs.
Big hugs.
Big hugs. That is awesome. So the last portion that we were going to talk about, Haley, was setting up a merch account. And kind of like Chad has, or like I have, or so the extra art that you have left over is a merch account. Is that definitely something you wanted to do?
Yes.
Okay. And how are you are you thinking maybe it would be good to have somebody to help you through that process?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, right on. So Danielle's going to be holding on to the list of people that would like to be co-hosts. And Burgess has got a website. Email address for the folks that are going to be sending in the artwork. We just need we need to find someone that is willing to help Haley set up her merch account. And we need, obviously, this is going to have to be someone that's competent and trustworthy. And we only want the account to be set up, the basics, and then it's Haley's account. So we're not asking somebody to set up the account for themselves. What we're asking for is someone to help Haley set up her account.
Thank you, Davino.
If anybody would be, hey Davino, good to see you, brother. If anybody would be interested in doing that, then contact me, and I will forward that name to the team, Danielle and Haley Beth and all the other folks involved, and we'll get that to happen. So anybody out there, y'all spread the word that we are looking for somebody to help her set up her merchandise account. Chad and I have like accounts through TeePublic. There's other types of account. It's really not that hard a thing to do. Basically what you do is set it up with the basic information, and then you drop in the images. Might just need to have someone that help talk Haley through that process. But we don't want people to have access to any of Haley's financials at all. I don't want to have access to it. Danielle don't want to have access to it. Chad don't want to have access to it. So there is a way. There is a way to do it. John Doty set up his account. Chad was able to forward the digital images to Doty, and he's able to drop them in his account when he wants to my understanding. So
yeah, I just sent him some today.
So we would like to do the same thing with Haley Beth. So if there's anybody out there, you don't have to raise your hand now. Just reach out to me in the DMs, or if you have my number, send me a text or call me or whatever we need to do. But that's the third category of things that we need to make happen. So the first category is we'd like people to raise their hands to be on the list to be her co-host. And it'll be for 1 week. And the show's only an hour. It's Friday night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And you will have to have a conversation with her before the show at some point, one of the days before the show, so that she can tell you, what the strategy for the show is, what game's going to be played or whatever. The second category is Haley Dot, because Haley is a Diamond Dot artist. So we would like folks to come up with Haley Dot logos. Now, here's where the opportunity comes in for Haley to give us the information necessary that artists always want. So Haley, your favorite color is purple. Yeah. What other things? Now, only tell them the positive stuff here. I don't want to get you in trouble. Don't tell your secrets. But what are some things that you are into? For example, you like purple. What other things might people be able to incorporate into your logo that you like?
Disney.
Okay, you like Disney characters, but I'm wondering if a Disney character could be used as your logo, or if Walt Disney would come after you. So we probably can't.
That's not business related.
Well, no, but here's the thing. So the artists need to know this. She really likes Disney. So if you can figure out a way to include that in the logo without using Disney characters, or so maybe, right? So artists
Steamboat
are creative.
Willie in black and white is now public access because they didn't copyright it. So anybody doing that, Steamboat Willie in black and white, just let me know.
So, she's had enough of us. She's out.
I'll show you something.
I'm teasing. So one thing that she really likes is Disney. Yeah, there we go. There's the Haley Dot. She likes the color purple. Is there any more information like that might help the artist come up with the concept? You like swimming.
Yeah.
What other things like that?
Winnie the Pooh is not copyrighted anymore.
Yes, singing.
You like dancing?
Sometimes.
All right. You like country music?
Yes, country music. I do
You're an Olympian?
Instead theater, and I'm a.
Say that again. Theater.
Theater. I do a theater group called Out of the Box.
You got a theater group too?
I did not.
All right, so she likes theater, she likes dancing, she likes singing, she likes the color purple, she's into Disney. What else we got?
Yep, yeah.
American Sign Language?
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Hey, you're an artist, Chad. Is that enough? Danielle, or is that enough things to work off of to come up with a logo? Because I don't know. I don't do what y'all do. I build stuff out of wood. I'm no help here.
I would think so.
All right, cool. And we wanted to say exactly what? We wanted to say Haley Dot, correct? HALEYDOT.
Yes.
All right. And you're going to use it as your backdrop, like I have all this people from TikTok here, and you're going to use it for your business logo, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you also had there's some folks out there, Can Do and others, I think, that mentioned they might be willing to help you do some things like business cards and that type of stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Can Do is capable of helping you do the getting a design made for a business card. Once you figure out your logo or whatever. And she said that she'd be happy to send that to you. So
Yeah,
I think what we're gonna do is, we know that Burgess got the ball rolling. We know that Art for Autism put in some money for the logo contest, right? So there's some incentives out there, and then we now have some prompts for what people can use for your logo. Any other stuff you want to throw out there on the logo? Any other information they might want to incorporate?
Of what?
Got it covered, huh?
Well, I said, what's my favorite flower is a rose.
That's good information. Okay.
Flash number 1 dash.
Flash number 1 dash. I love it. So I tell you what, Can Do, I believe, has the capability to get you some business cards made, and if she'll do that digitally, then I'll take care of getting them actually printed for you. All right. So I got a buddy that might help me out. So if you'll get me that digital stuff, I'll get it to him, and whatever we end up having to pay for that, the GIN project will take care of that portion of it. So I think we're getting some of the stuff covered. We got an incentive. I'm sorry, go ahead, Haley, my bad.
Moose asked me a question. What has inspired, what has it, I'm gonna answer this. What inspires me is my life is, the doctors told me that I would never walk or talk or even live on my own, and I've been living on my own for 8 long years. Since August 30th, 2016. And all my life I've been on my own ever since I was 22 years old.
You are so dang inspiring, Haley Beth. I cannot tell you how inspiring you are. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. And look at you go. You know, when I was little, they sent me home and said, he's not going to live. He's got cancer. And I went, we're going to do this. And you did the same thing, girl. You were like, doctors, that's cool and all.
But guess what? I proved the doctors wrong.
Yes, you did. Yes. Oh my God, you did. Yeah. That's the coolest thing I've heard in weeks, Haley Beth. I just want you to know that. You just gave me goosebumps because you were so inspiring. That is... You go, girl. You never stop. You keep doing it.
And I'm thankful that if I could go back, I would have tell my wish is to tell the doctors that just said, no, I can walk, I can talk, I can do anything my mind wants me to do.
That's right. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And you are living proof of it, girl. Me and you both, it's living proof. You just keep going. Like, wow. Wow.
She's also a really good hype girl. Like, for every one of us. She's like our Flavor Flav. Like, she's the best hype person we could possibly ask for.
Haley Flav is the one.
Yes. Haley, 8 years you've been living on your own. And they told you weren't going to be able to do that, and you got another secret too. There's something about your elbow that's a little unusual as well.
I have only a metal elbow.
Haley Beth has a metal elbow, y'all. She is part superhero.
You know what? I'm part robot.
Right, that's what.
I'm
Part robot, all superhero.
You know I can do anything, but the worst part is, it's when I knock it, it hurts 100 times worse than a funny bone.
Oh, it's not very funny, huh?
Oh, not funny at all. Not funny at all.
And I can do anything with this net.
Well, speaking of doing anything, Haley, my understanding is that you're going to start doing commissions in your Diamond Dot artwork, and you are currently working on a Rick the Muse piece.
Rick the Muse.
And I know that there was a couple of us, myself and Chad, were interested in maybe having something done. So we wanted to get in line, and I'm going to send you the one that I got. But if somebody wanted to get in touch with you about your artwork, Danielle, could you talk a little? Do y'all have a plan for? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. We might have to figure that out on the fly. But for somebody that wanted to do commissions with Haley, if somebody wanted to commission a piece of work, what's the best way to do that?
I believe Flash knows a website, or maybe you know a website as well, because of one you just got. I don't know the websites or the quality of the websites.
Flash has got that then. Okay.
One better than the other.
Okay. All right. I'll reach out to Flash. So what we're doing though, it's a email address, right? Instead of a website, it's an email address.
No, I was just talking about the website for her custom, to get a custom Diamond Dot done.
Oh, they're setting up a website for that? Awesome.
No, like in general, there's a website where you put in a picture and they're able to print off or make it a diamond art project.
Oh, yeah. I have one of those companies. I ordered one already, and I'm going to send it to her to make sure she likes it. I just meant how would they reach out to, like, if they wanted to start the process of maybe getting a custom piece made? Do they need to contact Haley? Do they need to contact somebody else? Or do we have a plan for that yet? Or do we still need to figure that out?
We have not talked, but however Haley would like to handle it, I am more than willing to help if she would.
We haven't
got a plan for that one yet? Okay. I'll tell you what. For the short term, just for right now, if there's somebody that would like to order something from Haley, go ahead and DM me. Just give me a little time to get to it, because and don't email me. I just literally don't even bother answering emails anymore. There's just too many of them. So it's not just from here. It's, I get emails from other places. So if you would like to commission a piece of artwork from Haley, reach out to me. Or Flash. I'll talk to Flash, but in the short term, just if somebody was inspired and wanted to order something for her or from her, let's do that. Just reach out to me. I know the company. Right on. Flash. Cool. Do we have I'm going to email you right now again. Got it. Again, how do you make an egg roll? You push it. Thank you, Red Wing. All right. So, Flash, if you have an answer to any of those questions, man, please bring yourself up or somebody send you up. But what we're trying to currently work through is if someone were to like a commission from Haley, I would like what I did. I was able to contact the company, and it was online, and I dropped in a picture. And then that company sent me this package right here. And in the package is a setup. It is the kit with all of the little diamond dots, all the dots.
A million of them.
And a little pin thing, I guess. I'm not a diamond dot artist. and then there is the piece. So it's just they took the picture, and yes, it's of me. That was the request. So
I'm sorry, Haley.
So we're also going to have one of Chad Rev art that I'm going to do despicable things to before I send it to Haley. Or after, maybe I better get it from Haley and then do despicable things. But if you would like a custom piece, contact us. They have them in all different sizes, and we're still going to have to figure out, some folks are going to have to get together and figure out how to price everything. Flash, talk to us,
Yes,
Goose.
sir. Well, we can set her up with whatever she wants. She can, we can do it on her, help her get her own thing going. I can give her the number, and we could do some kind of simple website for her, and put that in there. We can do Printify for her, so she can have all of her logos put on to T-shirts, coffee mugs, backpacks, notebooks,
Art for Autism
pencils.
can do that?
Yeah, we can help for sure. We could set it up all in her name, so it's all in her stuff. Nobody's got access to it. It's all her. And then if she has questions, she can always reach out to one of us, and we can navigate her through it.
Right on. So, correction, y'all. Please send your DMs to Flash.
Oh my God.
If anyone would like to request a piece of custom art, contact Flash. If Flash is too busy, it's okay. Contact me. All I want to make sure to happen is that we get that and get it to her and get it rolling. Now here's can I put this caveat in here? Like the rest of us, Haley has a life. So if she takes on a commission, it takes her as long as it takes her, and she'll be finished when she's finished. Full stop.
You know what else we could do is we could check for the domain name for her. We could work out getting some web hosting for her. Maybe we could do like a little GoFundMe to get Haley an actual website. That way we can put all of her merchandise on there. We can get everybody to contribute in. I can put together a price package, and I'll turn it over to the group. And it's the company that we use. And first, I'll check into the host, the domain name. I can check on that tomorrow for you guys.
Right on.
And if people are willing to help with putting together a website for Haley Beth, I will, I can't make any promises within the next few months because my money's out for these events that we have coming. But let's put by December, I'll work on getting the domain name for her.
Yeah, we can put a goal out there and work towards it. Exactly. That'd be awesome, man. Absolutely.
So we'll put it out towards like December, January, maybe the first of the year. Haley has her own website, so people can go on her website and order things and donate money to her and help her with groceries or Ubers or whatever they need.
And one of the ways that she could help pay for that is y'all could go ahead and order a custom piece from her. And I'm hoping maybe Flash and Danielle and a team of artists that produce the type of art that like you and Chad and all you guys produce could help her come up with a pricing system. I know that there was some conversation going on before with that, but I think we got to dial in, and I just don't have a good grasp on how to do that for Haley. So I'm hoping maybe as a group we can get together and help make sure that she's compensated fairly.
Well, what if we put together a group that would be in control? So we'll put up maybe some artists can make some paintings. We can do a waffle, and we can raise money that way. And then it can be a panel of people. Haley can pick, let's say, 6 people that will be in control of getting that money and making sure it goes to the website for her.
All right, we'll figure it out. Sounds like you got a plan. Good night,
Haley
Jay.
Beth. There's always a plan.
Moose says I volunteer. Right on, Moose. Right on. I can tell you this. I'll do a spray paint piece for it. Right on. All right. So it seems like we have covered all of the things that we wanted to cover. I'm going to ask Danielle though, because She's actually the one sitting here making sure that we know what we're doing, and I probably was all over the map and missed something.
Thank
So
you,
if I
Kristen.
did, please remind me right now, Danielle. Oh my goodness, Haley Beth! Ezra has joined the chat. Ezra is in the house.
Woo woo!
And there is the surprise, Haley Beth. Ezra showed up.
I knew, again said Ezra might be coming.
Oh, he's here all right.
Thank you, Ezra.
Thank you, Ezra. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness.
Appreciate
Haley.
you showing up, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Pretty soon, she's almost got enough to open a website here in a minute.
I know it. I know it.
Oh my god.
I spoke to Ezra. I've seen Ezra once.
You've seen him once, and that was on Essay Show, right? Essay Artistries?
Yep.
Ezra, Can Do was reaching out to you, and Can Do is a Gin Project mod and one of our favorite people, if that helps at all. Moose as well. If you can grab Moose too. I don't know if you can, but try. I would. I did. He's a moderator for the Gin Project. So anyway, Volta, thank you for coming through, man. Thank you, Ezra.
Yes.
Haley Beth, do you have any questions for Ezra since he's in the chat? Ezra, do you have any questions for Haley Beth since you're in the chat?
I'm on, Ezra.
What's up, Texas guy?
Texas? Haley, do you have any questions for Ezra while he's in the chat? Do you have any inspirational words for him or anything? He came all the way from the mothership down to Earth to be in your chat.
Or his soup. What?
That's
Are you ready for your? Yes, I am, Ezra. Yes, I am.
That's a great question.
I think she is, boss. I think she is. I think she's ready.
Haley Red Wing is a friend of ours.
TikTok.
I'm sorry, Chad. Go ahead. My bad.
I was just telling Ezra she's about to take over all of TikTok, so be ready.
Thank you, Texas. Here's the deal, Ezra. She's going to have a rotating list of volunteer artists once a week. Her show is going to be on Friday nights at 6 o'clock. And off of that list of artists, she's going to pick a name, and that artist is responsible with helping her for her show that week. And each week it will change, and it'll be a new artist. So Haley is going to be the new person on TikTok. She's been on for a while, but she's going to be the new show on TikTok that has an amazing artist every week, guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed that there's going to be an artist on her show every week. So, yes, she's going to do amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We also have a contest going on right now, Ezra, that people are going to do art for Haley's logo, which she's going to use to go behind her on her show, and she's going to use as her business logo. And then we also have a team of people that are helping put together a merch page for Haley Beth. So keep your eyes on Haley Beth, Ezra. You're probably gonna want to keep an eye on her.
See, that's what
That one's cool, Haley.
That is cool.
Where's
that come from?
Kiki made it for me.
That's dope. Kiki made that already?
No, a couple months ago.
A couple months ago?
I used that for my Haley Dot show.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
even
my goodness.
Ezra loves that one, Haley.
Yeah, even Ezra's loving that one. All the way from the mothership.
All the way from the mothership, just for you, Haley.
Thank you,
We
Amber.
beamed Ezra right on. Brought him in.
Well, Haley, we always ask towards the end of the interview. We always ask if there's anything we got wrong or if there's anything that we forgot to talk about. So, is there anything that we got wrong?
Everything's good.
Everything's good? Is there anything
And
we
you
forgot?
got-
Or is there anything you would like to talk about?
No.
Got it covered?
Uh-huh.
All right. Danielle, I interrupted you earlier because Ezra came in from the mothership. Is there anything that we're missing or we forgot about?
It all seemed good. We went over all of it.
All systems go. Chad, what you got, buddy?
Go Bills before we close. One more time for Danielle.
Go
also,
Bills.
Danielle, I was told that you had a request when you come on the Gin Project show. And I am going to do my best to accommodate that request. So as long as she's being nice, I will bring Awesome to help co-host when Danielle comes on the Gin Project show. And if you guys didn't meet Awesome, that's my possum. I ain't kidding.
Dirty. Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Danielle is gonna be my first co-host on the Haley Dot Show.
It's going to be awesome.
It'll be fun.
It'll be awesome.
Bob. Bob.
Can't wait.
Bob said he didn't know he could request pets. He would have demanded that Gary be present. Well, Haley, I wore a tie for you today. Dr.
I got my
Seuss.
haircut for you.
So you set a new standard, and I very much appreciate you coming to the show in real clothes and not your pajamas. That was cool of you.
You know what? Last night I was trying to make it funny.
You're good at that, girl.
You're good at that.
You were
You're
good
good
at
at
that.
that, Haley. You always keep us laughing.
Even on your text, I say.
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, Haley Beth, we would really like to thank you, Chad and I. We would love to thank you for being on the show.
Yes.
You've been the best guest we've ever had. You're absolutely amazing. I'd like to give a special thanks to Ezra for sneaking in and saying hi. I know that
Thank
meant
you,
a lot.
Ezra.
Thank you, Ezra. You're a good dude.
Yes,
man.
thank
we
you.
appreciate you doing that, man. Thank
love
you so
you, dude.
much. All the folks in the chat that came in to support Haley Beth, thank y'all for dropping all the hearts. Go ahead and y'all know what to do. Go ahead and drop her
Y'all are the
hearts right
best.
now. Moose has got the Haley Beth hearts going.
Yeah.
Get your screenshots because those won't be in the video. We don't get to see the chat in the final video. So please
Yep.
get some screenshots with Haley Beth's hearts up in there. And Haley, thank you for being on the Gin Project show. It was my honor to
Yes.
have you on. I'm very grateful that you would take the time to come on this show.
Thank you, sis.
Guys, if you guys want, you can see me and Danielle Friday night, 6 Eastern. If you want to play Never Have I Ever, come to the Haley Dot show.
You heard it here.
I bet you there'll be some cool artists hanging out at your Haley Dot show. So
The coolest.
come on by, folks. Support Haley. Support Danielle. This is our family. This is the reason we try to build a community on this platform. So let's go do what we do, folks. Let's help make Haley's show the best one out there. I'm sorry, Haley. Go ahead, boo.
And that's what I got was thanks for watching Haley Beth, owner of Haley Dot Diamond Dot Art on the Gin Project show.
Oh, Haley, that is awesome.
Perfect.
Great
plug,
job.
girl.
Great job.
Perfect.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
See, I've been working on
You're so
outro
awesome.
with Burgess and
That's
all.
awesome.
Great job. Woo woo.
You've been working on the outro with Burgess. I love it. Woo, woo.
Outro. Woo woo.
I say thanks for. Sometimes I say thanks for listening. Sometimes I could say thanks for watching my interview with Haley Beth. Thanks for watching Haley Beth getting interviewed by the Gin Project show.
Thank you, Haley. You're amazing. Thank you so much,
Most
Haley
excellent.
Beth. We really appreciate you. You did an amazing job, Haley. I'm so proud to be able to call you my friend. I'm so grateful that you're my friend. You're one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life, and I'm so hopeful that people will step forward and help. And each week, your show is just going to get better and better. And I'm so grateful to Danielle for being brave enough to step in and do this. I know it's not easy. I know you got a full plate, and I know that you have a lot going on as well, Danielle. So much respect to you. Thank you for doing this. I know that we're like 5 hours past your bedtime, and it is right now Chad's little one's bedtime. So we're gonna call it a wrap. Chad, you got anything else?
Man, I love y'all, and if I don't see you before then, I'll see you on Thursday.
Flash,
That's what I
appreciate
got.
you, brother. Danielle, appreciate you, brother. Please catch the Chad Rev Art Show on Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'll be there. I won't be wearing a tie. Thank everybody in the chat. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Love every one of you. And thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming through today. This is the best show we've done so far, and it's because of all of you amazing people. Y'all made it happen in less than 48 hours. Unbelievable. Thanks,
This is
y'all.
what we do. Why we do it.
Thank you, Haley. We love you.
Big
Thank
love,
you, guys.
sister. Thank you,
Big love,
Amber.
y'all. Sing us
Huge
out,
love.
Chad.
Happy trip.